Alright, so I picked Module 11, Problem 3, and I'm basically just going to read it to you, but you guys have already looked at it before. But basically, it's looking at the world's population, and it says that it reached 2 billion in 1927, and then it only took 33 years to reach 3 billion in 1960, and then it keeps going, and it explains, it keeps exceeding with each year. So, and then problem number 1 says, let px be the population of the Earth in billions in year x measured from 1927, and then find a model of the situation. Well, from just looking at that, you wouldn't really know whether it's exponential or logistic, but as you make the table, you can kind of tell that it's logistic. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and basically, I already have it written out, but you can look through the problem and see that x is the amount of years and y is the population. So let's just make a quick table. So we start at 1927, which is 0, and then we go ahead and, there's 33 years from then, 47 years, 60 years, 72, and 85. And within these years, we have the population's at 2 billion, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So usually with logistic models, it will increase rapidly. But since you're looking at a population and it also starts at 0 because it's years, but it starts at 0, it kind of seems logistic because x can't be lower than 0, it can't be negative, so that kind of gives you a hint. And you can put through the calculator and see which model looks better. So when I went ahead and did that, I got the equation. Well, first I'll write out the logistic equation because we got our carrying capacity and then 1 plus AE negative BX. So when I went ahead and put it, through stats, edit, and L1 and L2, and then went ahead and went to calculate in stats, went to logistic, and calculated it, our carrying capacity ends up being, let it load. This is the worst part. Okay, so our carrying capacity ends up being 30.4, and then we have 1 plus 15.3, and I'm just rounding to the first decimal place, e to the negative 0.02x. So this equation, you're looking at it, and you don't really, what can you get from that looking at this population? Well, the carrying capacity, which is C, tells you that the population will never exceed 30.4. It will never exceed 30.4 million. So that's kind of interesting. And once you look at the graph, you can see that it's slowly going to go up like this, and then it's just going to reach that carrying capacity and never exceed it. And that kind of makes sense with the population because, it's the world. We can only fit so many people on it. So basically, that answers question number 1 because you have your equation, and question number 2 because you have your carrying capacity. And also with this question, since it asks for carrying capacity, it's logistic. And that's it.